Hello, guys. Today, let us quickly talk about economic peace and economic prosperity in our individual lives. You know, growing up as a child in Nigeria, I grew up in Edo State. The houses, the environment, and the living condition of the people in Edo State, in particularly in Benin City. I grew up in Benin City. I used to go to Lagos for holidays. Each time I come to Lagos for holidays, I used to try to compare the difference in terms of environment between Benin City and Edo State. It was very clear that Lagos was more developed than Benin City because all through my life growing up in Benin City, I never saw a bridge, neither was I in a car, in a vehicle that crossed a bridge or a flyover. But that seemed to be a normal thing in Lagos when you move from Festac to Ikeja, from Ikeja to Victoria Island, down to Apapa and everything. So it was always very exciting. We go to amusement park, we go to the National Arts Theatre, we see a lot of things. So as a child growing up, I knew clearly the difference between the business community in Lagos and the business community in Benin City. Apart from the bridges, of course, you know, Lagos is, because of its lagoon, its waters and everything, naturally the need for a bridge. And then, of course, you see a lot of cars and the skyscrapers, lot of houses, lot of tall buildings in Lagos. So, and highways, So coming to Lagos was always a thing of fun. Why am I saying this? The environment our children grow up in have a way of influencing the kind of life they can envision, you know. So then of course when you compare the things you see on TV in terms of those foreign movies and everything to what you see when you wake up in the morning in Benin City, it's crazy. So we must do our best to make sure that in whatever community we find ourselves, we expose our children to the outside world so that our children are not limited in imagination. One of the things, of course, you can read books. Books can take you out of your immediate environment, but how can you describe a bridge to somebody who has never seen a bridge before? How? How can you describe a skyscraper to somebody who have all his life, all they've been used to is perhaps mud houses and bungalow. So it's extremely important that we develop our communities, we expose our children, we allow them to school beyond the places they were born because traveling, like they say, is part of education. So let us, as we are raising our families, if you're a young family, expose your children. Part of the investment in making the life of the children beyond sending them to schools is going on holidays to other places. Even if you don't go with them, you don't travel with them, you can reach out to friends and families that live outside of your immediate community to say, hey, I want my son, I want my daughter to come over to your side and do some holidays. And please um, let him go with your children, to places where they can holiday so that your children can be exposed. One of the things that my father did for me when I was very young, I think I was in primary three. Yeah, I was in primary three. Myself and my elder sister, we were able to travel with Nigerian Airways, from Lagos to Benin, you know, unaccompanied. My elder sister, who was much older than me, we traveled together by air, and I never forgot that experience. In short, that was what informed my decision to be a pilot because I've always loved the idea of flying aviation, from a very young child. And a journey that normally take us like 4 or 5 hours by road took us less than an hour. We entered the plane in less than an hour. We're in Benin. It was crazy. Up to this moment, that experience, that early traveling experience by air, I got as a child, not even as a teenager. Yeah, I was not a teenager, primary three. I was not a teenager. Really exposed me. And each time I come to Lagos, it was always an excitement. And I had friends back then in Benin who they always admire me that, oh, man, you guys are rich. Flying by air at that early age. My father really was not very rich, but he had dreams. He had dreams. He really gave us the exposure that we needed very early age. Each time we come to Lagos, takes us to amusement park, takes us to the Badagry Beach, takes us to Badagry Beach. We go as far as Cotonou. We had an international passport. Way back primary three, I had my international passport. God bless his memory. So he did a lot for us. And the same thing I believe both myself and you should do for your own children. So expose them, okay? So that way, we're able to create economic peace and economic prosperity for our country. All right. The Bible says you pray for the peace of your city. He said, because the peace of your city will determine your own peace. So the same way, let us also work hard for the economic peace and prosperity of our immediate community, because the prosperity of our community also determines our own prosperity. So how do we create this peace? One way to create peace is through investment in knowledge, investment in information, investment in the right relationships. Like I said, if you are sending your children this time now that is very difficult to allow children to travel, so if you are sending your child to go and stay with somebody else, you have to put a lot of things into consideration, and that requires collaboration, and that requires a lot of trust. So let us do everything within our powers to make sure that our community prospers. So let us expose our community to books. These days, there are no libraries in communities. Let us do our best to also ensure that the reading culture in our community continues to grow, and the book culture in our community continues to grow, because there's hardly anything you want to do now that is not available in book form or in video form. There's hardly anything you cannot Google, okay? Just for instance, especially with the help of AI, you say, uh, uh, how to prosper or how to create peace, just go to Google search engine or go to YouTube search engine. You'll see trailer loads of videos and PDF materials that would come out as the search results. So take your time and go through these documents, watch these videos, spend some time, okay? And let's see, just a matter of time. In the next 5 to 10 years, I'm very, very optimistic about the future of Nigeria. I'm extremely optimistic about the future of Africa. So this is what I felt like dropping today. We try to be as consistent as we can. So if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do. If you have any questions or you want any topic you want us to talk about, please put it in the comment below, and we would do some work on those topics and come up with a video that we believe would be of benefit to you. So my name is Ehato Christian Osaze. You can click here or click here to subscribe, and for the next video, and subscribe, comment, share this video, like it. That will help us to grow. That will help you to grow. Okay? So we're interested in business development. We're interested in real estate. We're interested in education. We believe a lot that there's a need for us to grow our mindsets. And one way to grow your mindset is to continuously live a studious life. Thank you. Bye. See you in the next video. Ciao.